Hello, and welcome back to Queen's Wish the Conqueror, where we are about to attack a bunch of bandits, I guess. So here we are in Kelleran, and I think that's what it said when on the loading screen for my location. So yeah, they're bandits, we're going to kill them. I think they're hostile. Let's see what happens. You enter the town of Kelleran. This was the largest village of the Sacramentum colony, big enough to have its own walls and proper defenses. Then decades of neglect took their toll. There are no guards at the gates. The streets are empty. You smell the smoke of cook fires, so somebody must be here, but there is a quiet, ominous chill in the air. The largest building in town is an imposing stone mansion. It dominates the middle of town. Some wealthy nobles must have settled here once, long ago. Okay, they haven't declared war on me yet, or attacked me or anything. Initiated combat mode, that's the term. I'm not playing a strategy game. They have not initiated combat against me. There are 3 dirty thugs in leather jerkins sitting at the entrance to this grand mansion. The front door is barred shut behind them. They rise and draw their weapons, ready to bully and rob you. Then they see the insignia on your chest. They freeze. So, I'm just trying to think, like, a lot of these they look like they're going to be the same. Do I just attack them outright for the disruption that they have caused? You know what? I think I do. Haven has returned to purge scum like you. Let's take the diplomatic approach. Well, say something, thug. We look at each other nervously. Holding this town is one thing. Fighting the power of Haven is another. Okay, I gave them a chance to explain themselves. Guess we will attack then. You draw your weapon and attack. The bandits are still too stunned, or drunk, to react until you're upon them. Alright. So you got a whole bunch of bandits there. Walk 1. Why does it say walk 1? Oh, because we're gonna shoot. Right. Archers hit pretty hard. Okay, well, you're done. Ooh, taking some heavy hits. Critical! That's not good. Guess we're gonna switch weapons here. I should have used her attack, her special attack. Use that energy. Yeah, unfortunately. Another heal. Okay, well, that wasn't great. Banlan Estate. Oh, I didn't get an energy back off of that. So 3 enemies, I guess 4 is probably the limit then? Dimia's fine gear, trading hall. Hello, Dimia. Trading post has been here for many decades, providing quality goods for the merchant caravans. We passed through Kelleran. Then the calamity happened. Now most of the shelves are bare and everything's covered with dust. The shopkeeper sits behind the counter, looking grim and tired. Welcome, I am Dimia. Then she sees the ever-present insignia on your chest. Her eyes widen. So are you working with the bandits? Are you held hostage here? I mean, I can't imagine they'd be paying you for the goods. Oh, apparently... Okay, so you're just a civilian who's here, I guess, is what the implication is of this. Demia looks down at the counter. I am so sorry, Prince. Sergeant Brandon told us to aid no visitors to town. Nobody. He hurts those who disobey. I guess instead of reading this quietly to myself, I could be reading it out loud first. I read faster when I'm not actually speaking, though. It actually makes this game take a lot longer to play, doing an LP of it. Who is Sergeant Brandon? I can't say. It is too much of a risk. She looks up at you hopefully. Unless you are here to help us. I intend to take this town back for Haven. Well, I am just a humble shopkeeper. I must keep my family safe. But our mayor, he's in the trading hall. He knows some things. Good day. Conversation ends. Okay, we cannot loot her shop. That's what we care about. An RPG, after all. Townsperson. Talk to you guys later. Oh, not yours? You can't take it when a friendly character is close enough to see you. Okay, so that's using this kind of steal system. In previous games, Spiderweb games, you could just steal stuff and then you get like a negative reputation. But I guess, please leave us, we can't help you. Can't help you. Door's locked. Okay, I guess we'll be back there later. Probably where we're going to get... This poor dog has been abandoned. His owners probably fled when the bandits arrived. His name tag identifies him as Kitty. You give him a treat. Okay. Mayor is in the trading hall. Okay, go to the trading hall. I got it. Go to the trading hall last. That's what everybody's saying, right? Mayor's in the trading hall. Go there last. Yep, I heard you. Oh. There's a door here that apparently doesn't exist. Walk through it. Feels like that might have been an oversight during testing that was missed, or there's supposed to be like a broken door graphic there or something. Great theater. Shaw? A handsome man with long hair is mending a velvet curtain in this old theater. His checkered coat has been repaired many times. Bright patches daunt the worn cloth. He sees you, his bearded face brightens. His voice booms with perfect diction. What an honor to receive the prince in my humble theater. I am Shaw, and I am at your service. We are always in need of attendees and patrons. What's going on in town? He rolls his eyes. I avoid political battles. Bad for my theater. He makes a grand arm sweep towards the moth-eaten curtains and dusty stage. What political battles? He's bored by your question. A noxious fellow named Brandon has taken over the great Banlin mansion. The patron of the theater, that one. Talk to Mayor Pangle about it. Feel free to explore my theater. There is a private entrance if you wish to remain unseen, coming and going. He points to the northwest corner of the theater. How's your theater doing? His face lights up. I know, by Haven standards, this is nothing. He dismisses the old run-down stage and moth-eaten costumes with a flick of his wrist. But once, this was Sacramentum's greatest playhouse, thanks to the Banlin family. His eyes size you up. Perhaps you would be interested in becoming a patron of my theater? I have another question. Are you looking for patrons? Alas, while thugs control our beautiful city, there is no point. Alas. What's going on in town? Okay, well, yes. Alright, oh, there's a trap door there. There's a chest here. Pile of wood. Yes, please. A resource. What did you say? Theater. Okay. Very insightful conversation stuff. We can go down. There's a musty tunnel running under the town. The floor is dirt and the air reeks of mildew. And what is that? Dog. Lots of dog. I guess the smell. You're snarling to the east. Is someone keeping a kennel down here? Brigands are down here. Okay. We are kind of injured. Oh. The strategy is to keep as much distance as you can until they come to you. What are the spells do you have now? Weakness, Poison Rain. Let's put that on. Let's put these on the hotbar just so I remember I have them. Can't reach target. How about from here? Can't reach target. You do not have a lot of health, but you have a lot of defense. Go. Criticals deal with you nicely. Not the most exciting way to fight. But you have unlimited ammo and limited resources in terms of health and heal. Should get an energy back now, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies. Yeah. Either 4 is the magical number or it carries over. Iron, yes, we're short on that. Take some money. It carries over between battles, I mean to say. Ladder, there's another ladder. Ooh, this looks ominous. You have to brush heavy clumps of cobweb out of your way to walk down this passage. Bones crunch underfoot. Treasure! Pepper spiders. These aren't that bad. We dealt with these. This was the very first enemy that we dealt with. Wave, can we hit all 3? No. Didn't do a lot of damage. Alright. Yeah, it turns out these are not that scary. Oh, one more. Okay, clicking on an enemy, oops, does activate combat mode just like in previous games. That's nice. Alright, well they had a treasure chest. Ooh. Money and wood. And we took no damage from that and we got energy out of it. So I would say that was worthwhile. Your firing cry I don't have down there, okay. There's stairs up there. Let's talk to the mayor first. I suspect this is going to be the back way, or possibly the only way, into the... Didn't you say we could go through the curtains? Maybe not. I suspect that's how we're going to enter the Banlin estate. Which I guess means that, you know, the spiders were an optional battle, but the Houndmaster was not. Hey, treasure. Priorities. Oak wand. Okay, what are we using currently? An oak wand. Well, I guess we'll grab it. Always sell it. Even townsperson. We can't help you. The sergeant rules here. Mayor Pengle and a book. I like books. Guide to the resources of Sacramentum. To build up forts in Sacramentum, you will need wood, stone, iron, and quicksilver. Wood can be found all over this continent. To get iron, go west to the swamps of Ukatish. To get stone, go south to the war-torn mountains of the Vol. And to get quicksilver, that most precious and unpredictable of substances, go east to the Ariel Woods. I'm not convinced that quicksilver is all that valuable to me at this point, based on the building options I had. The mansion is sealed. However, I guess I do need a whole lot of it if I ever want to build the portal, reactivate the portal, I suppose, so that I can get home. The mayor of Kelleran has a modest office in the back of the trading hall. When you enter, he takes a good look at you, then he lets out a long sigh of relief. The prince, I am Mayor Pengle. He rises and kneels. I'm honored that you are here. The colony has suffered much. Haven has returned to Sacramentum. We had hoped for it. When the calamity happened to Queen Sharon, I'm sorry, Prince, this is hard to talk about. I am a lowly mayor. No, keep talking. I can't. There is too much going on. As long as Sergeant Brandon controls our town, it is dangerous to speak freely. Alright. Tell me about Kelleran. We are a humble town. I only look after it. I can't say more. I don't want to get our people in trouble. What sort of trouble? If I say they will hurt us, they've done it before, but... He leans close and starts to whisper. I must tell the truth to you, Prince. I don't control Kelleran. We are ruled by Sergeant Brandon and his deserters and thugs. Who is Sergeant Brandon? One of our very own soldiers. He protected us once. Then, when Haven was gone for so long, he took over. Said it was the only way to keep us safe. He doesn't even pretend to help us anymore. He's just a thug. How many brigands does Brandon have? Probably an unlimited number, because they will respawn if I leave without clearing the dungeon, right? That's how this works. About 10 people, armed and armored, plus their wolves. Far more than the humble people of my town can fight off. Also, they are holed up in the mansion. Well, about 10 people. We've taken out 4 already. I have another question. What is the mansion in the middle of town? It was built by the Banlin family. You've heard of them, an ambitious clan of minor, reasonably wealthy nobles. They thought Sacramentum would be a wealthy colony. And they bought land and built their mansion. Then the calamity happened. They fled on a ship, abandoning their mansion to the spiders. I wish you could enter and see it, but it is sealed. Where did the Banlins flee? I don't care. They are wealthy and noble, and they abandoned us. If they ever return, they will find no friends here. You think I can't enter the mansion? Sergeant Brennan's thugs are hiding in there. They would kill any townsfolk who betrayed their secrets. If I told you about the tunnels, they would kill me. The tunnels? He leans close and whispers. The tunnels you reach through the theater. Yeah, okay, so as I thought, they're explicitly telling me the thing that I already discovered. Now, the tunnels that are guarded, but not sealed. Those tunnels lead into the mansion. The Banlins like to sneak into the theater at night for normal reasons. He leans back in his chair. Please leave me. While the sergeant lives, we are in great danger while you are here. Fort Haven is in desperate need of supplies. Kelleran has a large cache of supplies, and we want nothing more than for you to use them to rebuild this colony. However, there's no way Sergeant Brandon would let us give them to you. Okay. Looks like we've gotten all the information we can. And nothing else I can really do aside from... into the theater. We'll see how accurate this information is. Also, we'll see if we get ambushed as soon as we come up the stairs. Well, we seem to be in an enclosed space. That's something. A new day dawns. Okay. We're gonna get a report? Maybe as soon as we leave the city. Oh, quick reaction time on that thug. Oh, there was more than one. Faded. Okay, I guess the stun was unnecessary. It was 3 kills, but we got energy back. Yeah, I don't quite know how that system works. Okay, but with 3 of them down, and okay, 3 more here, that should be about 10, so unless he has more than that, I mean, this looks like a pretty big map. He must have more than that. Hey, we get another turn. Okay, there's quite a few people in there. Bless everybody. I don't know if that's a good use of my... Also a wolf. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good use of my resources, but what I did. Doesn't work. How about... escape cancels that. Poison Rain. Okay, we can hit 3 people with this. Let's try it. Self a bless. Nice. How much poison damage was that? I wasn't paying attention. Probably not enough. 2, yeah. Not enough to care about anyway. Oh, I should be targeting... Oh. Yeah, maybe it is enough to care about. Let's be optimistic. Nope. You are still poisoned, though. I think you'll die next time. Yep. And poison does trigger before you get an action. The reason I had to make that distinction was because it's just this random thing I discovered in Age of Wonders Planetfall, where bleed damage happened before the enemy took an action, but poison damage happened after they took an action, or something like that. Like there's, or it might have been reversed. I don't even remember. But I just remember that it was kind of weird. Like, yeah, these two damage over time effects, but then they happened at different points in the turn sequence. Okay, well, we've got some energy back. Also, we have... Oh, I believe at 5 you can't get to us. Doesn't matter. Be down. Oh, and it's 1 energy again. Yeah, I don't understand the system. Well, let's heal our glorious leader. Blessing. I don't even know how much this does. It just says it blesses people. Ooh, Winter Wolf. That looks potentially nasty. Okay, well, we'll cast Terror, and then hopefully it just won't do anything for a while. I don't actually know how strong this thing's going to be. Oh, Fear removed because I attacked it. Well, now I know. Wait. Oh, it had 2 turns worth of Fear. Well, that was a learning experience all around. Okay, I didn't get my energy back on that one. That's fine. Did I ruin... Oh, you've already got one. Not that we can put runes in these bows. Attach it to a weapon or a helmet. Maybe bows don't count. Take some iron. Vol chain helm. 3 and 1 or 4 and 2. I guess I can compare them here. Tier 1 armor. Yeah, no, this is just a straight upgrade. Their cap. You do not have anything. Okay, well, there we go. Yep, that was definitely worth investigating. Winter Wolf never even got an attack. Ah, there he is. We're just gonna run in? We are. I ask like it's a question. It's like, no, I'm in control of what I'm doing here. Anyway, you are confronted by a sergeant of Haven. His robes still bear the insignia of his rank. He is no loyal soldier, though. He looks desperate, hungry, and feral. So, the prince is here. You finally bothered to return to your people after abandoning us all these years. And you are? Sergeant Brandon of the Sacramentum South Battalion. What is left of it? He quivers with rage. Alright, report your status. Brandon sneers. Our status? Our status is nothing. We have nothing left. We face death every day because your mother abandoned us after the calamity. We had to do what we did. You are a deserter. Haven deserted us. You are the deserter. We will not take your orders anymore. Ever. You don't deserve us. You swore an oath to Haven. You must live by it. I mean, I guess that is why we're here, right? Because that's Is why we were sent to deal with the other 3 kingdoms, but I guess it applies equally to our own colony. Sergeant Brandon tries to respond, but years of suppressed rage render him incoherent. He lets out a long, ragged shriek. It sounds like, "How dare you?" Then he begins to cast a spell. Oh. Okay. We're actually fighting a wizard. Polearm, sword and board. I don't know if you can trust that. Also 2 chests. All of your abilities and attacks do less damage. It is curable. Curse. I'm assuming weakness is a curse. We just do that. Okay. That was an AoE, probably the most effective way of dealing with that. It took off 4 turns. 3. That might not have been the best thing to do. Yeah, because now I can't actually do anything. Oops. Yeah, there's no point. I can just click on the empty quick slot and it gives me all the options anyway. If I do this... No, so I guess the optimal thing to do is actually to switch back to the bow. Then we get the shot. You have... Oh, you do have more abilities, right. Brutal blow. Shield shatter. Your next attack with your weapon will and make your bow more vulnerable. Well, I think we're gonna go with stun. Oh, that wasn't a lot of damage. Maybe we go for Sergeant Brandon first, actually. Icy Wave doesn't quite hit everybody. Oops. Poison Rain will. What's the damage on that? 6 to 9 versus 11 to... This does more damage. I can hit everybody this way. Yeah, you don't seem to have that much health, actually. Go for the mage first, even if it is the boss. Healing. We haven't used our potions yet, either. Camp? There was a combat log. I really did. Like, previous games had this. You just did a thing to teleport me to you, I guess. Okay, well... Get ourselves faster. Stunning shot. Oh, yeah, Brandon's going down really fast, unless... Okay. I can't hit both of these, can I? I'm too close. Okay, well, in that case... Terror on you. And then we're going to ignore you, because that'll... Every time we attack you, it knocks off a turn of terror. Let's just leave you on terror as long as possible. Ooh, stunned. When you lose a turn, all of your stunned status is removed. Okay. The traitor to Haven Falls. The soldiers abandoned. There are multiple allowable options. Forming your own little empire is not one of them. The roads around here will be safer and your supplies will be stolen less often. Oh, that's nice. Perhaps you should tell the mayor of Kelleran of your victory. He's sure to be glad to hear of it. About it. Of course. Oh, these brigands have a lot of armor. It did show a lightning bolt icon there, where I would be shooting from, I guess. So far, I haven't really found this game all that challenging. I am just kind of clearing out the beginning quests, I suppose. But I haven't needed to back off from anything. Okay, +1 energy. Sure shot ring. Give me more. A chance. Guess that goes to you. Money, money. Money. Copper worth more than the gold that we just found. Here's another chest. Gonna be another brigand down here. Staunching augment. Bleed and poison resist. Okay, that's cool, I guess. No, that was everybody. More iron, excellent. Battle torque. +2 physical armor, okay. Put that on. Man, I haven't seen a torque in one of these games since Nethergate. Playing as the Celts. Alright. Well, that was pretty straightforward. Sergeant Brandon is dead. And what few of his thugs remained have fled. Thank you, Prince. Okay, maybe the place cleared out after I took out the leader. But I suspect not. I mean, his other people didn't abandon the fight that they were already in. Thank you, Prince. Thanks to Queen Sharon. Haven's return has brought us new hope. We are eager to begin rebuilding. Now that I've retaken your town, I require many rewards and services. We'll see. Oh, well, you're welcome to everything we have. However, after the many hard years we have spent without support, I'm afraid we have nothing to offer. However, if you need rest and a meal, give me some time, and I can make sure a clean bed is made ready for you in the barracks. Sure. Shipment of supplies. Of course, now that the invaders are gone, we can send you all you are owed. A long overdue shipment of supplies will be sent to Fort Haven right away. Tell me about the build. Tell me about Kelleran. We've long been the finest town in the Sacramentum colony. Wealthy, well defended, we even have a bit of culture. Then Haven had to abandon us. We've been crumbling ever since. Now that Haven is back, you can rebuild. We can and we will. We are grateful for your presence, Prince. We've gained 5 wood, 3 stone, 1 iron. Excellent. That is good. We're grateful. Is Brandon gone? Oh, where are the bandits? Okay, I was too far south to actually see. You know what? I'm actually going to leave and re-enter, because that seems to reset some things sometimes. Even soldier. Mayor has supplies. I'm going to assume that that's more or less the same. What an honor it is to receive the Prince of my humble theater. I'm Shaw. I'm at your service. Okay, looking for patrons. Queen Sharon is a great patroness of all the arts. He places a hand on your shoulder. His other arm waves grandly at the stage. Imagine, if you will, with a small patronage, my theater will be transformed. New paint, new curtains, new costumes, a return to weekly productions of the best classic plays from Haven. Or follow your mother's example with great royal patronage. I'll write a new glorious play celebrating your heroic journey across Sacramentum. His pitch complete, he eagerly awaits your answer. You know what? I will follow my mother's example with great royal patronage. Shaw is beside himself with happiness. Claps approvingly. I will write the greatest play of the decade about your adventures. Haven's court will celebrate your deeds. What's going on in town? He nods his head approvingly at you. Now that you've settled our political battles, I expect good things for my theater. Many patrons returning from our glorious homeland. His arm sweeps grandly towards the moth-eaten curtains and dusty stage. What political battles? I heard you took care of that, of Brandon. No patron of the theater. That one, good riddance. Okay. How's your theater doing? I know by Haven standards this is nothing. He dismisses the old rundown stage and look at his wrist. Okay. How are you doing with my money? Shaw smiles approvingly. We appreciate your generosity, but lean times always come again in the arts. You can't fault me for planning ahead. Of course, we hope for the Banlands to return one day. What do you think of the Banlan family? The Banlands were the best of royals, after the Queen, of course. Kind, generous, they made this the finest theatre on the continent, playing the best Havenite plays, even a few written by yours truly. When the calamity struck, they were forced to flee to protect themselves. I would have left too, except I could never abandon my old girl. He looks affectionately at his theatre. Perhaps one day they will return and patronize my theatre again. He pats the bench next to him lovingly. Okay. Cool. You have gained minus 100 gold. That's the worst thing to gain. Well, one of the worst. And now we find out what we could have actually used that money for. Dimia says, Kelleran is grateful for your help, Prince. How can I help you? I could use your help. After all you've done for us, we owe you a great deal. Let me see your wares. Gold chain helms. Oh, okay. Ukatish cap. Iron bar. I am short on iron. That's expensive, though. Well, we could buy another Vol chain helm. There doesn't seem to be any magic encumbrance in this game. Alright, well, we'll do that. I would like to sell something. Can I? Sure. Get her 1 coin back. Hook wand, sell that for 6. Aerial horn wand. Oh, amethyst orb. I'll keep this just in case I end up getting another mage somewhere along the line. I will keep. Okay. Nobody is here. I can now take this money. We're not going to rob our people. There's a free bed in the barracks. It's far humbler than a Prince of Haven should be using, but it's sure to it's sure to have fleas. But you could rest here if you really needed to. We'll take that money. Doesn't belong to anybody. There's probably no consequence for stealing, but I'm not gonna. At first you thought these people were soldiers or militia, then they get close and their blades come out. It's a band of brigands. The insignia on your chest leaves them unmoved. These are Sergeant Brandon's lands. Told to pass through his 5 coins, pay or die. I'm a Prince of Haven. I will not give in to the likes of you. I could just tell them that Sergeant Brandon is gone, but it would be a little bit more arrogant than that. Oh yeah, like a Prince of Haven would be out on the muddy road in this useless land. You will pay for your lives. This might have been a bad idea. Oh dear. Thug, archer, archer, thug. Okay, well. We can recharge those once we get back to the city, so I'm not too concerned about it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Icy wave. Oh, interesting. You can get separate crits on every single character. It's not just one damage roll for all of that. Okay, you're gonna run away. If we do that, we're not actually gonna get anywhere. We'll go forward 1. Shoot the archer. Ah, unfortunately we were too slow to get away. Hmm. Nice. You are going to walk back here. Yeah, we've been slowed, but fine. Well, it might not be fine, but okay. Push her back. I don't trust the poison to finish the job. Oh, you're completely out of energy. Okay. Good thing you don't need any for your basic attack. That is one thing I did like about the Avedon series, where it's kind of a departure from Spiderweb's other games, where you now had the ability to use basic attacks. Okay, well that'll finish you without needing to spend a resource for it. Arrows are kind of the same. Everybody should just be dead, right? No point in taking a chance on it, I suppose. Do I get anything for that? The brigands have been defeated. You search the bodies. Happily, find some money. The cash they extorted from previous travelers is now yours. Yeah, and also I guess the land is safer, because if we tell them that Brandon defeated and they run away, assuming they even believe me, which they might not, but assuming that they did and they ran off, then there are still brigands out in the countryside, but now there are not. So we have dealt with that problem. Well, there might be more brigands somewhere. Right, get our energy back. What are our resource situation like? It's actually pretty good. What is our? Alright, so I can build stuff, I guess. Weaving room is cloth and fine garments, new robes and hoods. Building 2. Weaving rooms also increase the size of your backpack by 1. Can I build a second smithy? Or a second apothecary? We'll check the descriptions first, and then we'll decide what we actually want. Okay, so smithy would upgrade armor and weapons. Apothecary would get us more powerful potions. Weaving room, 2 of them increases our backpack, which I don't care about yet. It's also actually pretty cheap. Mostly just wood, which we have a lot of. But also... Oh, upkeep cost is... Okay, well, do these all cost upkeep in wood? A lot of them do. That kind of makes sense. Okay. Yes, woods and hoods. Robes and hoods. Whoops. Carpenter. Basically anything out of wood, I guess. Shields, bows, wands, and staves. And upgrades the equipment if you buy multiples of them. Barracks. Presence of a barracks reduces theft of resources in this region. Each new barracks gives you a damage bonus in combat, plus 1 damage to melee for odd barracks, and missiles or magic for even barracks. Interesting. Okay, so that would be a damage upgrade. That's kind of neat. Iron upkeep, though, and a lot of iron. I don't think I want to invest in that just yet. Farmers bring their grain here to be milled, a valuable addition that earns you more gold. Okay. Costs us upkeep in wood and stone, though. So very expensive on the stone to build. Distillery. Used to make alcoholic beverages, a valuable addition that earns you more gold. You will need to build a mill in this fort before your distillery will generate money. Okay, build the mill. Get money. Distillery gives you more money. Bakery, used to bake fresh bread, which is always popular. A valuable addition that earns you more gold. Build a mill before the bakery will generate money. Okay, so build a mill, then you can build a distillery and bakery. This is if you want more money, which I don't particularly yet. Guard towers. Installs ballistas and other arms into your guard towers. This reduces theft of resources in this region. And buying more guard towers will reduce the damage you take in combat. Oh, that's pretty cool. Upgrade is placed automatically. Costs iron upkeep, though, which I don't think we have a source of iron yet. Portal home. Changes the portal in your home fort, enabling you to teleport back to Sharon's palace. Only return home when you're ready to report your queen and embrace your fate. Okay, so this is basically just end the game. Also, oh, these cost a lot of money. Can't afford it because I was patronizing a theater. Upgrade a major renovation of your fort, replacing the wooden walls with stone. Increases the resources gathered and reduces theft in this region. If I have done any games like this at all, the thing that increases your resources is always the first priority, so I actually want money now. A nice bed for your staff to rest in, 4 facings available. I'm not going to read through all of that just yet. We'll get through it eventually. Any messages for me? Not at the moment. I have a job for you. Usual. I don't know if there's any point to that, but I just like doing it. Let's see, we have saved the town of Kelleran. You tell Chief Miranda the tale. She finds it highly satisfying. I have come to despise deserters with all my heart. How anyone could take all Haven offers and then turn against it? Shakes her head. We received some materials from Kelleran, which is a good start. However, I think that, with work, there is much more we could extract from that region. I can tell you more when you have time. I have time right now, in fact. Is this how we do that? Oh, I guess it is. So is that... Yeah, that was Ukatish, wasn't it, in that direction? Are there materials for the taking in Ukatish lands? There are. One quite productive iron mine. Okay, well, that's the next target. Lies outside the borders of the Ukatish. However, as I'm sure you've guessed, we lost control of it, mostly to Ukatish brigands, I believe. If you can regain it, it will be a great source of iron for weapons and the like. Where is this mine? It lies north of Kelleran. It is called Mugrit's Mine, after its first owner and the first person to die there. Who holds the mine? She checks some papers. Another brigand clan, I'm afraid. It's hard to keep track of them all. This group is called the Rusty Barb, mostly Ukatish, a nasty group. Spread all around us, and we have never been able to find their main base. Perhaps you can learn something useful in Mugrit's Mine. Must the Ukatish there be slain? I mean, probably, but I'm going to ask anyway. It will be up to you. Sometimes a leader should dispense justice, other times mercy. You're Prince of Haven, so I'm sure you have plenty of experience with these matters. Get in there. How will the materials there be recovered? Once the mine has been cleared of all foes, I will direct workers and guards out to the mines. I will take care of these tedious details. Just remove the enemy. Okay. Our sage, does he have anything interesting to say at this point? He'd help with a survey. I have obtained supplies and soldiers for you. I am here on a mission from Queen Sharon. I guess I probably could have said that ever since getting Greatport back. So I gathered. Your butler mentioned something about rebuilding this lost colony. It is long overdue. I can provide much information and guidance in your quest. All I need to know is the path you plan to follow. Let's see, I want to use the portal and get home as quickly as possible. I will restore this colony and obliterate the enemies of Haven. I will restore this colony and begin peaceful trade with the nations of Sacramentum. I guess that's sort of my objective at the moment. Trying to re-establish the old empire, as it were. If I obliterate them, then there won't be people there to work, right? And to trade with and get resources. Trade makes everybody benefit, and that seems to be sort of the theme of our of Haven. So that's what I'm going to go with. That is a relief. As much as I enjoy studying the nations here, they are still vassals of Haven. While their behavior has earned a stern punishment, if you wish to show mercy, we will learn from your wisdom. Alright, I could use some information. Of course, you may wish to know about the soldiers that have come under your control. Also, I'm sure you are interested in the portal downstairs. It is a great resource. How did you come to be here? Oh, it is a long journey. I would hardly waste your time. You're right, it would waste my time. Quite right. I will respect his desire not to tell me his story. How can I restore the portal home? It must be fueled. To carry you home, it simply needs to be infused with quicksilver. A fair amount of quicksilver. Once this is done and you feel it timely, you can use the portal to return home. Where can I get so much quicksilver? It is a rare and precious substance, but Sacramentum has much of it. You can capture mines, you can loot the stuff from our enemies, you can even trade for it. You will, however, have to leave this fort and explore. Alright, is there anything else I could say here? Tell me about Haven's military. They will be a great resource to you. The three nations of Sacramentum closed their borders to us after the calamity. Our soldiers may need to force their border open and keep them open. There is much our soldiers can do, and much they can't. We are powerful and weak. Powerful and weak? Haven will never have enough soldiers to command the world. Instead, we make the three nations of Sacramentum our vassals. We find people in each nation who will rule it to our benefit. Then we use our highly skilled and trained warriors to make it happen. They are a powerful, precise weapon. It's up to our leaders, to you, to direct it with maximum efficiency. How is our army organized? You have 3 battalions at your disposal, 1 camped by each nation. Each is commanded by a general. Each contains around 400 of Haven's finest soldiers. You have a full 400 soldiers for each vassal nation? You are reassured. The odds are very much in your favor. But they couldn't be bothered to, clear out the brigands before they go to the border. I mean, those borders were unguarded for who knows how long anyway, but okay, fine. Make the prince do all the work. Who do I talk to make things happen? Go to each battalion and speak to the general in charge. He or she will be able to give you information on the situation and make suggestions for how each nation might be entered. Once inside, you will need to explore, rebuild our forts, make the correct diplomatic connections, and figure out what's done to bring our vassals to heel. Alright, I have another question. Information. I think there was still something I could have gotten here. Never mind. Sacramentum. There are 3 nations here. The Vul, the Ukat, and the Ariel, all of which sign... the Vul, Ukat, and Ariel, all of which signed treaties with Haven, giving us certain privileges, all of which reneged on their promises. If you visit our battalion in Haven lands near each nation, they can tell you much more. Tell me about Ukat. Swamps to the west. Rich with iron, a strange, angry people. They have excellent weapons and vicious warriors, but they are dirty and poor, with a long history of being abused and raided by the Vul and Ariel. They are full of resentment and quick to take insult. They are also pathetically easy to win over with even the slightest bit of respect. Okay, good to know. Who are the Ariel? The denizens of the thick forest to the east. They are totally not elves. A strange, remote people, skilled in magic, protective of their privacy, and unbelievably arrogant. As I said, not elves. They're wealthy, and their leaders drink elixir. These potions, made from quicksilver, give them long life, magical protection, and, inevitably, madness. That these people also lead the nation makes it very unstable. How about the Vul? A strong nation. Stoneworkers who have built powerful cities in the mountains to the south. There are 2 classes of note there, the Masha and the Owen. The Owen are people who fall into debt and were put into lifelong servitude. They are marked by lines tattooed on their faces. The Masha own the Owen. To gain power there, one must be Masha. Alas, the number of Owen has increased greatly, and rebellion is always close. Queen Sharon gained great advantage among the Masha by helping them control the Owen. Okay. So this, alas, suggests that... Well, I was going to say, it suggests that you're sympathetic to the Owen, but it could actually be that you're concerned about rebellion as well. We don't really get to read into your motivations just from that. What is the status of Havenlands? Alas, I am not sure. There have been so many raids, so many bandits, so many plagues, that I can't be sure. The effects of the calamity have faded, but they left us weak. There is much we don't know about the status of our lands. It is only someone... If only someone could leave our fort, visit the 6 survey points, and look around, we would know much that we don't. He looks at you meaningfully. Isn't there somebody better than the prince that could be doing... Whatever. What are survey points? Standard Haven procedure around all of our vassal states. They are places scouts routinely go to survey and the status in the lands we control, directly or indirectly. Yeah, see, don't have scouts. You can do that. Where are the survey points? They are all next to the water, so we can survey both land and sea. There are 6 of them, 2 by each of the 3 nations of Sacramentum. If you visit the 3 battalions waiting outside those nations, you should find 1 survey point if you go right and 1 if you go left. You may also find valuable things that make such a tedious exercise worth your time. Such as you explore the outdoors, you will find the occasional cache of building supplies. Once you have located it, you can return to one of Haven's forts. When you return to one of Haven's forts, workers can be sent out to claim the supplies and bring them here for your use. Okay. I want to know more about the loss of this colony. Yes, the Calamity. I have given much time to studying this event. When Haven's control of Sacramentum seemed secure for a period of 3 years, we were afflicted by a majestic and vicious curse. It was our ruin. That's interesting choice of words. What form did the curse take? Great misfortune. Our crops died, our animals sickened, our wells dried up. Every scrap of Haven land stopped producing what it needed for life. Seeing our weakness, the 3 nations expelled our troops and closed their borders. It must have involved incredible magic. Not necessarily, but I mean, you're in a world that has magic, and because of that, magic could be the reason for absolutely anything, but that doesn't mean that it must be the reason for something. I'll help you with your investigations. I think it will be worth your time. Sometimes a rare merchant comes to Fort Haven bearing messages. Some of these messages offer knowledge about the Calamity. I have been unable to contact the senders. You can, though. The most recent message, and maybe the most useful, came from a mage named Ilan. He seems to be a wealthy researcher in the Vol. It would be interesting to hear what he has to say. What do you most want to know? The answer to the biggest mystery, who caused the Calamity, and who ended it. If we know this, we might be able to learn how to prevent it from happening again. Where is this Ilan? The message was oddly unclear. It simply says, Sage Ilan of a quarry of the Central Vol. Are you sure Ilan is still alive? No. Even if you find that this clue leads to nothing valuable, it is still helpful. Okay, I think that was everything. I wish you good fortune, Prince of Haven. Okay, well, we had a lot of talking we could do there. You awake from a long restful sleep in the closest thing you have to a home here. Stonehouse soon enters with a breakfast for you. Toast, boiled eggs, and bacon. Ah, classic breakfast. Managed to find berries suitable for jam, which is pleasing to you. Yes, bread by itself is... like, as much as I like and eat bread, it's not something that I would want to eat without anything on it. It's, yeah. Okay. I could decide this now. We're coming up on an hour, though, so I think I will give thought to this next time and figure out, because we have a few resources here. We should probably build something. I'm probably just going to be boring and try for a second smithy and a second apothecary, get some upgrades for the stuff that we have. Oh, that's right, yeah, potions have been restocked. Actually, what we really want to find is another vial so that I can have a 3rd potion. That would be great. But yeah, we'll upgrade the fort next time, and we'll see what it'll let us do, and because I'm not sure if we can build multiples of the same structure in this town. Next time, we'll find that out. See you then.